Good morning, everyone. This is Robert Ibrahim. I'm going to present today a great steel strike of 1919. When World War I came to an end in November 1918, many steel workers anticipated their significant wartime benefits to continue. The First World War presented an important opportunity for American steelworkers to better their wages and working conditions. To rally workers' support for the war, the federal government went to unusual lengths now that a majority of Americans, many of them were from Germany and Central Europe, were rejected at first. The recently created National War Labor Board of the federal government confirmed the right of workers to organize and trade unions without influence or obstacles by the employers in any manner. Everything. During the war, the federal government required owners to join these unions through workplace groups in the first time in American history. However, anti-union companies such as Bethlehem Steels, Mark Eugene Grace pushed back the labor board's decisions, as American corporate supervisors lauded what President War G. Harding called a return to stability after the war. They simply discarded them. The United States Steel Corporation, the country's largest employer, had followed this trade anti-union, open shop labor policy from its founding in 1901. Labor activities founded a national committee for organizing iron and steel workers amid the labor-friendly atmosphere of the First World War to bring together the different union groups representing steel making industries. Let's see what was behind this steel strike. Many workers, especially those in the steel industries, suffer terrible working conditions like long hours and low earnings in the 19th century and the early 20th century. To address these difficulties, workers organized unions. Although these unions were often successful in improving workers' conditions, employees were concerned about wartime production needs, and they did not want workers to strike during the World War I. Thus, the situation improved slightly. The progress did not last once the conflict ended. Following the war, inflation made it even more difficult for workers to stretch their wages to meet their families' essential requirements. During this time, many workers went on strike in the hopes of facing their employers to raise salaries and improve working conditions. As steel workers in the Midwest staged that greatest strike, which lasted from September 1919 to January 1920. The Great Steel Strike of 1919, as it was known, finally involved almost 350,000 workers. The walkout was organized by the American Federation of the Labor, and workers requested greater wages, an 8-hour workday, and union recognition. For the manufacturing workers, the Great Steel Strike of 1919 was a disaster. Company owners exploited many Americans' worries about of communism at the time by painting employees as dangerous nutcases who attacked the American way of life. The business owners were able to display the striking workers as instigators of trouble because many of them were new immigrants. Ohio Norman G. Foster is a major support of socialism and radical leader. In several cities, government leaders utilized the National Guard and federal forces to put down the strikes, resulting in violence and, in some cases, worker deaths. Let's see how many people had died during that strike. 4 Middletown steelworkers paid the ultimate price for standing up for their rights on September 9, 1919. That day, workers at Standard Steel Car Company in the East Hammond went on strike. During protests, more than 60 other workers were hurt, in addition to the 4 men died. To the Let's see what was like the conclusion of all of this story. Due to the importance of the steel industry in Ohio at the time, the Great Steel Strike had a significant impact on a number of Ohio cities. Political concerns were also influenced by the strike. Mayor Charles E. Poorman of Canton, Ohio, was defeated in the next election as a result of his response. Governor James Cooks was able to gain political advantage from the crisis in Canton. The problem of immigration labor, like it was in many other cities, was a major topic of discussion during this strike. Nationalist mood in Ohio meant that striking workers in Canton and elsewhere received little support. Thank you.